Genesis chapter 1 verses 1 presents a very interesting dimension when one wants to think about God in his entirety. When you read a verse carefully, Genesis chapter 1 verses 1, Bible says, in the beginning. When you see the Hebrew word for beginning, it means Reshit, which simply means the beginnings. That in the beginning, God, Elohim, created. In the beginning, Elohim speaks of a family. Elohim speaks of a team, a team. Elohim speaks of a company. In the beginning, God, Elohim, a company, fashioned a company. In the beginning, Elohim. I'll come and talk about it. El, God, him is in Hebrew. When you are talking about a plural, you put him. So Elohim, plural. Elohim, I'll talk about it. So the Elohim has always been there even before the beginning. So listen, he said, in the beginning, God. The Hebrew word there is Elohim, speaking of plural, speaking of a team, speaking of a company, speaking of a family. I'll come to it. What am I trying to say? Bible said, in the beginning, God. Then you come to John chapter 4 verse 24. What is God? He said, God is spirit. So in the beginning, God. So what are we trying to say? That before the beginning, nothing existed but God. Before the beginning, God dwelt in the immaterial realm. God dwells in light unapproachable. So God, who dwells in the immaterial realm, sought at the appointed time to step on the scene and create the material realm or the material reality to reveal all that is or is to become God. Kabalukosh imba velelebezox handa dada umba telelebe kumbaraga skunde bababaganda bakumba sara. That all, for God is all and in all. He said, God is all and in all. God is all and in all. Let's take it slowly. In the beginning, Reshit. So now, before the beginning, there was nothing but God. So at the time appointed, the Father set in place, put a plan in motion to now fashion the material reality, to now unpack all that is God, all that is in God. So, in the unpacking of all that is and all that is in God, the heavens was created. So the heavens now speak of the extension of God, which now literally is the spirit realm. But don't forget, in the beginning, God. Nothing existed but God. Parabolas unte, vevelokrush inta. I speak to the spiritual. Keep following. Now, God begins to unpack all that is God. He begins to unpack all that is in God. Two things here. And now fashions a reality, heaven and earth. Heaven constitutes or has a constituent called the heavenly beings. Then the earth also had a constituent made up of the earthly beings, which is the Adam. Yet God lives outside this reality. Yet in the unpacking of all that is God and all that is in God, God seeks to be part of the reality that he has fashioned in the beginning. But don't forget, before this beginning, there was nothing but God. So God is here. Now he fashions a reality called the beginning. And in the beginning, he fashions two realms, the immaterial realm and the material realm. The immaterial realm, speaking of the heavenlies and the entire heavenly host. Then the material realm, speaking of the earth and the entire earthly host. Yet this God lives outside the reality of both the immaterial and the material realm. He dwells in light unapproachable. Keep following. Yet, yet he saw that all that he has created is good, and he seeks to be a part, because what he seeks is a relationship platepletosopos, with that which he has fashioned from the beginning. Pimbalitoscata. So even before the beginning, God, who is all knowing, God, who is all powerful, God, who is almighty, understood what he had put in the beginning. So the lamb was slain even before the foundations of this world was put together. So even before the reality of the immaterial, the reality of the material was put together, God, who is all powerful and all knowing, understood Popletokos inta Vevekumba Lego Bagaba ante Levekoska Pladi inte Besumba Barakatala. That to be a part of this reality requires a relationship, and this relationship was costly. Pila to sunte. So God now makes himself available. Yahweh Pablekoska. God now seeks to have a relationship with both the immaterial and the material, yet he lives outside the two realms. Pushi blatikumbatali bebebeli bomba bababarumbukus inta zedegedekoske bimbambaluko tekoska. Now now he wants to have a relationship with both the immaterial and the material. So now he condescends pulikoska into a form babarakushka, that both the immaterial and the material realm plumbla ante bibakumba can relate. So in the immaterial, he condescends as light. Zedegedebekoshka Bamba Balumba Umbutipikunsa, and sets a throne in the immaterial, so that those in the immaterial could relate. Dwelling in light unapproachable. Pula Patikunta. Yet covered in thick darkness. Tulupluunski Bebelubrukush atakatali, where not even those in the immaterial can relate. Yet there is one Paleplekotokos in the Elohim Bliku Umbash, who is the Christ, who from the beginning has been with the Father, even before the beginning, where the immaterial and the material realm was fashioned. He has been with the Father from the beginning. Even before the beginning. For in administration their assignments are well designated, yet God is one. Even the devils know and they tremble. This is a great mystery. For Paul said, great is the mystery of godliness, for God was made manifest in flesh. Now understand, in the unpacking of all that is God and all that is in God, I said God sought for a relationship, or God seeks a relationship. So now in the immaterial realm, he fashions himself as light, dwelling in light unapproachable. So yet there is a reality outside the immaterial and the material realm. That is where God dwells. But he condescends into a reality, he condescends into a form that both the immaterial and the material realm could understand and appreciate all that is and is in God. But all that is God is not the same as all that is in God. So in the revealing of all that is in God, God condescends into the immaterial realm, dwelling in light unapproachable, but that is not his dwelling place. So that those in the immaterial realm could also have a relationship with the Father. Vili tukutu. He sets up a throne in the immaterial, bale kotokotopos, so he can have a relationship with them who dwell in the immaterial realm. Now, in the material realm, God also seeks a relationship. So reveals the man dalakatakata, reveals the one reveals that which is man in the Elohim to that which is of the material, lekotekote, so that them who are of the material can also relate to the Elohim, the man figure in the Elohim, balakosh, vikumakumba, telete umbarakuski farali, all that is in God is revealed in the Christ to them who are of the material realm, but yet understand those in the immaterial realm. Lekovakuli unda katakasunte pabilupa unga vakuli kuza would have to also condescend into the material realm to understand the manifestation of the Elohim in the Christ. Satili sutafaita, if they really want to understand that nature of the Father, of the Elohim. Palatasubla. This is a mystery. Great is the mystery of godliness, unpacked. Yet God lives outside both realms. In that realm is spirit. In that realm, God is spirit of spirit. Zalokote, parulu kumba, pelefelu unde, zekla unkukapakaza. I speak of a mystery. Great is the mystery of godliness. For God seeks a relationship. Palatakateketemekoska. Pilama, understanding these things he had set in place. For the lamp was slain even before the foundations of this world was put together. For in the revealing of all that is God and is in God in a material realm, palekoto piti impi patili fitukutumba takatata, requires that a price is paid to patata for that which is spirit. Puli kufa ante tetetetekotunta seeks a relationship with that which is material. Tatatapata. For a price was required to be paid. Tulifikunta peliva andele kotokoto. A price tale kunde pipipikumba kinikunda, that is higher takatikutukutu, or that is of the highest order, the highest valuation in the material condescending teletekete was required. Shote paka bibi kumbarakuski fali, if truly is required, if the Elohim that dwells outside the both immaterial and material realm requires a relationship with the material, a price is required. I speak to the spiritual. So the lamp was slain even before the foundations of this world. So the lamp was slain even before the foundations of this world, but was revealed in the last days at the time appointed by the Father. Lekopokos.